I gave you my heart.
Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So in this video, pag-uusapan naman natin yung sums of independent random variable. Again, sum of independent random variable. So paano ba natin siya lalagyan ng CDF o ng cumulative distribution tapos ng PDF at the same time PMF, kasi we consider na yung discrete case sa yung continuous case dito sa joint distribution random variable. So anyways, happy Mother's Day sa inyong mga nanay, happy Mother's Day din sa aking mga magulang, so at the same time, or sa nanay ko, sa lola ko, then happy Mother's Day na rin sa inyo sa mga estudyante kong babae. So even though wala pa kayong mga anak, advance happy Mother's Day. Okay, so again, hoping na mag-enjoy kasi dito sa video na. Okay, now, sums of independent random variables. So, kung napansin mo, 6.4, pero parang pang 5 video na to, no? So, kasi kaya siya pang 5 video, sinati ko yung isang video kung napapansin nyo, no? So, may part 1, part 2 tayo dun, kasi medyo mahaba yung video. Now, it is often important to be able to calculate the distribution of x plus y from the distribution of x and y when x and y are independent. Again, kaya natin kunin yung distribution x plus y from the distribution of x and y. So again, magkahiwalay yan. So again, there are two different distribution for x and y. Okay, so kaya natin kunin yung distribution of x plus y. Okay, so dapat at the same time independent sila. Okay, so yun yung pinakamadali. Now, suppose that x and y are independent, continuous random variable having the probability density function f sub x and f sub y. Now, the cumulative distribution function of x plus y is obtained as follow. Okay, so again, ang goal natin is something na kunin natin to. Okay, so cumulative muna, no, or CDF. So we start with f. So capital F. So again, so capital F sub x plus y of a. Now, so from definition, we can translate it into the probability of x plus y less than or equal to a. Okay, now since this is joint distribution random variable, so this is joint continuous random variable, so we all know that this is almost already double integral. Okay, so by definition of joint distribution, this is the double integral along the boundary x plus y less than or equal to a ng f sub x, f of x comma y, then this is just, I think this is just dx dy. Okay, and we all know that they are independent. So independent si f, si x and y. So since x and y are independent, so we all know that yung f of x comma y is just equal sa f sub x of x times f sub y of y. Okay, so meaning kaya natin yun gawin. Now, another thing is something na x plus y less than or equal to a, yan. So what if gawin na lang natin siya in terms of x or in terms of y? So from x plus y less than or equal to a, so this can be written as, para mas kaya natin, this is x less than or equal sa a minus y. Okay, so in which pwede natin siya i-write into this form. So this is just equal sa double integral. Okay, so along the boundary, x, this is less than or equal sa a minus y nung f sub x of x, then f sub y of y, then dx dy. Then pasensya na dun sa background music, no? So alam na mga kapitbahay, ito yung medyo struggle sa pagiging pagre-record ng video. So wala akong exactong time para ma-operate siya or maayos. Okay, so now is-apply na natin yung integral, no? So aware tayo niyan, pag meron tayong x less than or equal to y, alam natin yung gagawin. Okay, so since yung form is x less than or equal to y, so although a minus y yan, pwede siya in the form like this. So this is just the integral from the negative infinity up to infinity, and then integral from 0, from negative infinity, so wala naman pala tayong parameter, and this is a minus y. Okay, ng f sub x of x. Okay, at the same time, anong nangyari? So, kung napansin mo, no, yung random variable x natin is x dito. Tapos yung random variable natin na y doon is simply a minus y or something na parang baliktad. Okay, so I think pwede ko naman lagay pa dito. Okay, so lagay ko muna yung dito. So, f sub y of y, then dx dy. Okay? So now, pag-uusapan naman natin yung kanilang function. So, yung kanilang mismong PDF o yung mangyayari sa mga values. So, kung napansin mo, nawala na dito as is yung ating x or something na ang gagawin ko, i-integrate ko yung una. Okay? So, mag-i-integrate ako sa una dyan. So, una integrate ko tong f sub x of x with respect sa dx. Okay, so lagyan ko lang ng parang bracket so para ma-gets niya idea. So this is the integral from negative infinity up to infinity, then bracket, open bracket, from negative infinity up to a minus y nung f sub x of x. Okay, then multiplied by f sub y of y, then this is dx. Then multiplied by dy sa labas. Okay, so tamang abang na lang. Okay, so we all know that f sub y of y is just a constant dyan kasi with respect tayo sa dx. So meaning, ano mangyari dito? Pag in-integrate natin sa f sub x, ano mangyayari? So we all know na pag in-integrate si pdf, nagiging cdf. Okay? So pag in-integrate ko yung f sub x, okay, so ano mangyayari? So dito ko nang lagay yung resulta. This is just the integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng, so this is just, copy ko lang f sub y of y. So labas ko siya dito. F sub y of y kasi siya ay constant dyan. Okay, then yung integral ng f sub x of x. So the integral nung f sub x of x is just simply yung capital o yung CDF. This is f sub x of x. Then wherein the boundary is from negative infinity up to a minus y. Okay, then lagyan ko lang sa labas ng dy. Okay, so di ko nalagyan as bracket or parenthesis. Okay na yun, okay na rin yan. So, by the way, considering the fact na yung negative infinity natin is just 0 or something na pinakamababa. So, parang, kunwari, in-apply ko yan. Sa substitute ko lang sa loob niyan. So, f sub x of, patang ko yung x ng a minus y, minus f sub x of negative infinity. So, that's negative infinity is considering natin as 0. So, meaning parang mawawala kasi parang mababa siya. So, ano lang mangyayari? This is just equal sa integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng f sub y of y. So baliktad pa yung malaki ko, no? So ito dapat yung malaki, ito yung maliit. Okay, then this is just multiplied by f sub x. Tapos papalitan ko yung x sa loob ng a minus y. So again, yung minus ng f sub x of negative infinity, parang mawawala siya. So i-assume natin na mawawala siya among dito. Okay, then this is just dy. Okay, so therefore this is just equal sa integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng f sub x of a minus y, then f sub y of y ng dy. Okay, so therefore, pag gusto mong kunin yung sum o yung CDF ng sum ng two independent random variable, we just obtain the, kunin ko una is yung f sub x, yung CDF ng x. Okay, tapos a minus y siya. So, kung x plus y less than or equal to 4, so dapat 4 minus y siya. Ganun dapat yung value sa loob. Then, f sub y of y. So, yung CDF, o yung PDF naman. No? Ito ay CDF, ito ay PDF of dy. Okay, so ganun yung kukunin natin in general. So, again, this is just the distribution function pa lang or the CDF. So, now, for the continuation, so what if kunin naman natin yung kanilang PDF? So, kung ito yung CDF ng x plus y of a, so ano naman yung CDF ng x plus y ng f sub x plus y of a? Okay, so obviously anong gagawin? Differentiate lang natin tong result na to. So tuloy ko na lang din to na. Okay, so hindi ko na masyadong papatagalin tong video na to. Okay, so note that the cumulative distribution function of x, so may nakalagay mo na dito, no, of x plus y is called the convolution of the distribution f sub x and f sub y. Again, so that is the convolution. So again, ang tawag dito is the convolution. Okay, or ito. So yung convolution ito yung convolution natin. So now, ang goal natin is from the convolution of x and I, of f sub x and f sub y, we will just get the PDF. Okay, so obtaining the PDF. So again, rewrite ko lang yung ating convolution, yung nakuha ko. So this is f sub x plus y, so capital Y yan, so sorry, ng of a is just equal sa integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng f sub x of a minus y, then f sub y of y dy. Okay, so again, paano natin kinukuha yung ating PDF? Kinukuha natin yung PDF is upon differentiating the CDF. Okay, so now, if we differentiate this thing also. So, note na saan natin siya i-differentiate. Actually, so, i-differentiate natin siya. So, kung napansin mo, yung independent variable dito, ito ay function of A. Again, function of A yan. Kaya A squared, mga ganun yan. A squared plus 2A plus 3. Okay, so in terms of A yan. So, i-differentiate natin siya with respect sa A. So, this is just the derivative with respect sa A ng f sub x plus y of A, okay, is equal sa derivative with respect sa A ang integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng f sub x of A minus y, then f sub y of y dy. So again, hoping na susundan mo, no? Pag ini-straight line ko, ibig sabihin capital Y siya. Then pag may curl, ibig sabihin small y. So meaning random variable yun. Random variable yung mga sub na yan. Okay, so note na ang derivative nito is just the smaller one. So this is just the PDF o f sub x plus y of A is just equal. So anong ginagawa dito? So since ito ay with respect sa A, i-differentiate lang natin sa loob ng ating integral or sa integrand yung merong variable o yung merong variable A. So again, kung partial integration yung ginagawa natin, partial derivative or differentiation naman dun sa loob. Okay, so this is just equal sa integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng derivative with respect sa A. So ngayon ito yung tanong mo, no? So pwede pala pumasok ang derivative sa loob na integral. Yes, so I guess sa advanced calculus nyo yan makikita kung bakit may property kasi yan or may theorem. So may theorem na papasok siya doon. Okay, so actually parang na-discuss ko na rin siya, no? The second fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, so parang ganun din yung ginawa. Or first fundamental theorem of calculus rather. So this is just the CDF or PDF of X. CDF rather. F sub y of y, then f sub y of y rather, then this is just dy. So f sub x of y. Okay, so now pag dinifferentiate ko tong part na to, so ganitong part lang na to yung madi-differentiate dyan. Okay, itong part na to wala na siyang pakialam dyan kasi mako-consider lang siyang as constant. So again, with respect sa a, so pag dinifferentiate ko to, this is automatically, so this is just equal na integral from negative infinity, so naging red na siya, sorry. So, pag na-differentiate ko, magiging small. So, magiging small f of x. Okay, then this is just a minus y. So, syempre copy. Then, derivative ng a minus y sa loob. Kasi siya ay chain rule. So, yung derivative ng a minus y sa loob is, the derivative of a is 1 with respect sa a. The derivative of y with respect sa a is just 0. So, meaning this is just multiplied by 1. Okay, then this is f sub y of y dy. Okay, so therefore, what is the CDF? The CDF of x plus y of a is just equal sa integral from negative infinity up to infinity ng f sub x of a minus y, then f sub y of y dy. Okay, so ito naman yung formula natin para makuha yung PDF ng sum of two independent random variable. So again, depende yan sa value ng ating A. So ayun. So hoping na nakita niyo yung gagawin natin. Now, let's have an example. So actually, hanggang sa next video, may example pa tayo nito. So sa next video naman, pag-usapan natin yung discrete case. Okay, so doon meron akong kakaibang tuturo din. So I think first time ko yung masasabi sa inyo kung paano siya gagawin. Okay, so now, let's have this. So, example, the sum of two independent uniform random variables. So, by the way, there are two types dito. So, actually, madami yan. So, madami dapat akong ilalagay dito. Pero, tinago ko na lang din yung iba kasi for purposes ng ating problem set or something ng mga exam. So, para kayo na rin yung mag-research kung paano gawin, kung paano kunin. Okay, then, at the same time, yung sum of two normal random variable, i-declare ko na or isasabihin ko na lang siya o ilalagay ko na lang dito yung PDF, or kung may CDF ilalagay ko rin. Again, so why? Dito is magkakaroon siya ng parang Fourier transform. So again, Fourier transform is generally tinuturo sa Advanced Calculus 2 saka sa Differential Equation 2. So since wala tayong subject na Differential Equation 2 sa UCC, at the same time kulang din yung knowledge natin. So hindi ko naman sinabing hindi ko alam. So alam ko siya generally, pero imagine mo yung dadagdagan ko pa. So nakakalito na kasi yung mga topic, nakakalito na yung mga terms, yung ginagawa ni sir, then dadagdagan ko pa ng ibang way. So kaya nga hindi ko naturo si gamma random variable sa kasi beta random variable. Okay, so kung makikita mo sa internet, may tinatawag na gamma random variable sa beta random variable. May Cauchy random variable pa. Okay, so napakarami yan. Kaso ang mangyayari kasi, bago ko ituro si gamma random variable, kailangan kong ituro muna si gamma function. Okay, integration ulit yun. At the same time, pag tinuro ko si beta function, so beta random variable, tuturo ko si beta function, which is magko-conclude ulit o tatlong topic. So meaning napakahaba. So that's why pinili ko na lang is yung mas common type na mga continuous random variable. So that's why hindi ko na rin siya sinasama dito. Okay? So kung makikita mo sa mga previous na naturuan ko ng probability, meron silang gamma random variable sa beta random variable. So that time kasi medyo napakasipag ko talaga like ng face to face. So talagang naituturo ko lahat. So actually umabot kami ng chapter 7 dun sa moment generating function. So hoping na umabot din tayo dun kasi nga I think nakukulangan na tayo sa time. So siguro nabibigla kayo or something na madami na kasi ako nabibigay na example nitong pandemic or something nung online class. Mas marami akong na-explain or what. Okay, so now let's back dun sa ating goal. Okay, so to medyo tricky siya or what, no? So may idea kasi to si random variable eh. Okay, the sum of two independent uniform random variables. So now kunin natin yung PDF saka CDF niya, or actually parang CDF lang yung kaya nang kunin natin. Okay, so PDF lang para rather. So PDF yung kunin niya. Okay, so if x and y are independent random variable, so both uniformly distributed over 0, 1, calculate the probability density function of x plus y. Again, so we have x and y are independent random variable, both uniformly distributed over 0, 1. So note na meron tayong since alam ko na siya uniform random variable, tapos parehas lang naman sila, then independent sila. So by independence, so lagay ko na lang, no? So hindi ko na lalagay independence. So lagay ko yung ating PDF. Yung f sub x of x is just equal sa f sub y of y. Okay, which is just equal sa piecewise function defined by 1 over b minus a yun, kung naalala nyo. Okay, for a less than x less than b, then 0 otherwise. Okay, so now since alam natin na yung 0, yung alpha beta, yung beta minus a natin, yung beta minus alpha natin, yung b minus a natin is the 0, 1. So may nagtanong nga sa akin, sir, pwede ba beta, b, and a na lang? Actually pwede naman, kasi syempre medyo na-artehan ako that time. So lagay ko na ng beta, alpha para maiba naman. Okay, so now, proceed tayo dito, no? So, pag nilagay ko, the real PDF ng dalawa is just equal lang sa this is just the piecewise function defined by this is just 1. Okay, comma, from 0, so from 0 yan, no? From 0 less than or equal sa a, baguhin ko, less than or equal sa 1, kasi from 0 to 1 yung ano natin. So sir, paano naging 1 yan? 1 over b minus 1 over 1 minus 0. So that is simply 1 over 1, or that is 1. Now, ano yung a? Yung a yung pinakamababang value na tinitake, which is 0. Yung pinakamataas na value tinitake niya is 1. So bakit pinalitan ko ng a? Kasi nga yung kinukuha natin dito is something na f sub x of a. So papalitan ko rin to So gagawin ko tong, actually ginawa ko x eh. So dapat x din tong isa. Okay, so now this is just equal sa 0 otherwise. So now define ko lang 0 otherwise para hindi kayo maguluhan. So nag-revise lang ako, kumbaga from x ni-revise ko lang siya. So sinolve ko na talaga yung ating PDF sa loob niya. So yung PDF sa loob niya is 1 over 1 minus 0, so that is 1. Tapos pinatang ko ng a. So bakit? A kasi yung ginamit ko dito. So ang ginagamit kasi talaga natin is f of x plus y of a. Okay, so yun talaga yung gagamitin natin. So kaya ang goal natin is something na palitan natin to, yung mga PDF. So yung PDF na to, it can be changed or so understandable na sana na ito ay just equal sa a f sub y of a. Okay, so this is just equal dito. Okay, so kumbaga parang dinerive ko lang siya mula dun. para makuha yan. So, para naintindihan mo, sir, paano mo nakuha yan? So, again, hindi yan minamagic. So, yan yung mga napag-aralan natin sa mga previous lesson natin. Okay, so now, we all know na ano na yung kanyang PDF ng dalawa. Okay, so now, we need to obtain the PDF ng f of x plus y of a. Okay, so, f sub x plus y of a. So, ito yun. So, from the formula, we have f sub x plus y of a is just equal sa integral from negative infinity up to infinity nung f sub x of a minus y, then f sub y of y dy. Okay, so we need to solve this case kasi. Okay, so now, ano ba ang goal natin? Ang goal natin una is siyempre, kukunin natin yung f sub x of a minus y saka f sub y of y based dito sa piecewise function. So, kung ito yung f sub x of a, ang f sub x of a is 1. So, ano naman yung f sub x of a minus y? Based dito. So, yung f sub x of a minus y, so based dito, no? Yung f sub x of a minus y, based dito, pag yung a palitan ko ng a minus y, ano mangyari? 1 pa rin. Okay, so this is just also, sir, 1 pa rin po. Okay, so kung tama ko na, next is simply si f sub y of y, this is just, palit ko lang do, this is just also 1. Okay, so 1 pa rin naman siya talaga actually. Okay, so proceed tayo dito. By the way, sorry, no, ano yung f sub x of a minus y? So since with respect tayo sa y, hindi ko yata siya pwedeng kunin, no, substitute ko dyan. Okay, so again, wag mo na natin kunin to. So wag niyo muna pansinin to. So may gagawin pa kasi ako. Baka siya yung magamit ko. So basically, yung pwede ko talagang gamitin si f sub y of y. So si f sub y of y, so yung f sub y of a, palitan ko lang ng y. This is just simply 1 pa rin based doon sa ating piecewise function. So in this case, this is just the integral. Okay, so now yung pinaka lower limit niya o yung pinaka lower boundary niya is just 0 up to 1. So yung our higher boundary is just 1. So this is just 0 up to 1 nung f sub x of a minus y. So since yung f sub y of y is just 1, so mawawala na yan. This is just dy. Okay, so ito yung una nating function. So again, ito yung formula natin actually nung ating piecewise. So ito yung formula ng f sub x of a plus y of a. So ayan yung formula natin. Okay, so from there, gagamitin na natin yung idea ng sum of two independent random variable. So since uniform random variable siya, magte-take or magbabari talaga yung value niya sa 0 less than a less than 1. Okay, so yung value na is magte-take from 0 less than a less than 1. So meaning, ito yung basis natin. Again, ito yung basis natin. Ito yung na-compute natin based sa ito talaga yung pinaka PDF niya. Pero since may condition siya, tatlo yung condition yan eh. Ano mangyari? Ano yung pinaka lower possible value na? Pinaka lower possible value na is 0. Pinaka higher possible value niya is 2. So, bakit 2? Kasi, kung nakuha ko kung napili ko is 1, since x plus y yung random variable natin x plus y, ang ginagawa mo rin dun sa mga parameter is ina-add. Okay, ang idea din dito ng sum of two independent random variable, yung parameter dapat ina-add mo rin. Hindi mo lang basta, okay, ito na yung parameter, ayun lang yun. Hindi. Kung yung random variable nag-add din dapat yung nag-add din dapat yung parameters niya. Okay, so the parameters is siyempre mag-add din yan. Okay, so meaning dapat ma-take natin yung value from 0 to 0, 0 to a. Okay, so dapat una natin makuha is from 0 to a, from 1 to 2. Okay, yun yung mga ganung value na kukunin natin or ito take natin. So for, unahin ko lang, no. Ito yung una, no, for 0 less than or equal to a, less than or equal to 1. Okay, so kunyari ito yung una nating function. So, meaning, mag-yield lang yung integral niyan, o itong x plus y lang natin. So, yung f sub x of x plus y, so yung f sub x of x plus y of a is just equal sa integral from 0 to 1. Okay, so now, from there, pwede natin kunin yung value nito. So, this is just a minus y. So, f sub x of a minus y, what is this? So, since with respect tayo sa dy, no? So, yung f sub x of a minus y, dun napapasok yung, balik tayo ulit to sa function. So, from 0 to 1 tayo. So, ano yan? Yung f sub x of a minus 1 is just simply 1. So, this is just meaning this is just 1 times dy. Okay? Or simply, this is just equal sa integral niyan. This is just integral, that is y. So, 1 dy is just y. So, from 0 to 1. So, this is just y. Then, from 0. So, yung boundary is from 0 to 1. So, which means, this is just 1. Okay? So, yung unang value is just 1. Okay, that is from 0 less than or equal to a, then less than or equal to 1. So now, consider naman natin yung pack na pasok naman siya sa 1 up to 2. Okay, so sir, bakit naman 1 up to 2? So 4, lagay ko lang dito isa, 4 1 less than a less than 2. So ngayon, dahil naman, kunyari dyan naman pumasok. Again, ito yung unang case na scenario, which na 0 plus 0, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0. Ayun na yung case niya. Okay, so again yun yung random variable. So, para siguro mas maintindihan mo, no? Kasi, di ba, since x and y to, ito yung x plus y. Okay, so since yung possible value 0, 1, 1, 0. So, yung possible value lang nila, yung possible sum lang nito is just 0, 1, and 2. Yan yung tatlong possible sum. Kasi what if yung x is 1, yung y is 1, that is 1 plus 1, that is 2. So, kaya kinuha ko na is from 0 to 1, then now is from 1 to 2. Okay, so yun yung ginagawa niyan. So kasi nga ina-add natin yung random variable natin. So ito na lang, medyo humaba ako dito. Akala ko talaga may clip itong video na to eh. Okay, so now proceed tayo ulit, no. So since ganun din naman yung mangyari, kung kinuha ko to, so from 1 to 2 nga lang yung integral. So this is just integral. So yung f sub x plus y of a is just the integral from 1 to 2 nung dy. Okay, so ganun lang din kasi mangyayari. Apply ko. Yung f sub x of a minus y is just the 1 pa rin. Okay, so ano mangyayari dyan? This is just simply equal sa integral. So, I guess dapat, sorry. Diba, ito is from 1 up to a up to 2. Okay, so, sir, ano po ba yung magiging value sa taas niya? Paano ko ba may explain to? From 0 to a. Okay. So, anahin ko lang paano ko to ma-explain. Okay, so may mali nga ako nakuha dito. So, from 0 to 1, that is just simply 0 to a. Okay, then from 0 to 2, from 1 to 2, that is simply a minus 1, then 2. Okay, so explain ko lang ulit. This is x plus y, then x plus y. Ang value na ginagamit natin is a. Okay, so f of a, something siya, o f sub x of x plus a, f sub x plus y of a. Okay, so for the value na 0 less than or equal to a less than or equal to 1, ang lower boundary niya, is 0, tapos ang upper boundary niya is just a. Okay, so again, is just a. So hindi ko gagamitin yung upper boundary na yan. So this is just a, and this is just a. So simply, therefore, ang integral niya is just a minus 0 or simply a. Okay, next is dito. So, dito naman, magiging value ng kanyang integral o yung mga boundary na is from f sub x plus y of a is just equal sa integral from a minus 1 up to 1. Tapos, this is just dy. Okay, so, sir, paano mo ba ma-explain yan? So, ako rin medyo naano ko rin, no? So, kino-conclude ko rin. Okay, so yun, napag-isipan ko na paano yung gagawin, no? So, wala talaga siyang general is explanation sa book kung paano siya kinuha, bakit naging ganyan. So, okay, so start tayo dito. Okay, so so again, yung nakuha natin na PDF nung sum nung independent random variable is just f sub x plus y of a is equal to integral from 0 to 1 f sub x of a minus 1 dy. Okay, so now, this is just yung sum na nila. Now, this is for 0 less than or equal to a less than or equal to 1. So, bakit naging less than or equal to 1 na siya? Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, yung idea nito ng sum of two independent random variable or specifically uniform random variable, since the parameter is 0, 1, ina-add mo lang yun. So, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0, then 1 plus 1. So, kaya nagtitake ng from 0 to 1. This is just yung 0 to 1 na yan or yung from 0 to 2 na yan is just the parameter itself nung x plus y. Again, parameter lang siya. Pero the boundary will depend pa rin dun sa ating value. Yung boundary nung f sub x plus y of a saka f sub x plus y of a is magde-depend pa rin dito. So, I think, saan ko pa pwede ilagay, no? So dito na lang, no? So we have 0 less than a minus 1 less than a less than 1. So dito pa rin talaga tayo totally magde-depend. Okay, so kasi nga ito yung declaration una. So una kong dineclare is something na pag yung 0 ko is less than or equal to a, less than or equal to 1, so pasok yan yung case na pasok si a is since si a is less than or equal to 1, yung upper boundary can be changed as to a. So instead na 1 gamitin ko na lang a kasi gusto ko rin naman yung aking lumabas na density function is may variable. Kasi ang gara naman kung yung density function ko is just 1, so meaning kahit i-add ko yung x plus y, walang epekto. Yan yung idea ko. So again walang epekto, walang nangyaring epekto. Kumbaga, kung dito 1 yung sagot, sa sum nila 1 pa rin. So ang gara nun. So again, ayun yung ginawa ko. So, gamitin ko lang yung a in which, okay, nakalipende ako sa value a. So, since nagsasum sila. So, reasonable naman yan. So, ayun yung kinuha ko una. So, yung una ko kinuha is from 0 to a. So, guhitan ko na lang dito, no? So, una ko kinuha is from 0 to a na boundary. Now, for the next boundary is just simply, meron akong a minus 1 up to 1. Okay, so ito kasi yung mga possible value na pwede na kunin. So, nagdagdag lang ako ng a minus 1. So, alam ko na meron mas mababa dyan. Okay, so sa a-1 yan. So something sa a-1 yan. So ito yung kinuha ko up to 1. So kaya dun sa from the parameter 1 is less than a less than 2. So yun ay pasok na 1 less than a less than 2. So una 0 less than or equal to a less than or equal to 1. Sunod is dito naman sa parameter Sa unang parameter ito yung unang ginamit. Sa pangalawang parameter itong 1 to 2. Pero strictly less than lang sila parehas. Okay, para hindi natin makakuha na include na nagsasum talaga sila, nag-add. Okay, so strictly. So, kaya kinuha ko na a-1 again, dito naman sa a-1 up to 1 na yan. Okay, so now, this is just equal sa integral. This is just integral ng y. So, from a-1 up to 1. So, this is just 1 minus a minus 1. Or simply, this is just a minus 2. Okay, so for the parameter niya. So, therefore, what is the PDF talaga actually niya. So the PDF actually niya is just equal sa dito ko nalagay, no, yung f sub x plus y of a depends on this distribution. So tatlo kasi nangyari. Una is from 0 less than or equal to a less than or equal to 1. That is simply a. So this is a for 0 less than or equal to a less than or equal to 1. So this is a minus 2 for 1 less than a less than 2. And this is 0 for otherwise. Okay, so at least nagkaroon tayo ng magandang reason or mas magandang PDF nung sum ng dalawang uniform independent random variable. So again, ang gara kasi kung 1 lang, tapos ginawa ko lang dito 1 lang din sasagot. So wala din, so nonsense. So ibig sabihin parang nangyari lang, nag-add tayo ng dalawang uniform random variable. Yung sum lang din ng independent random o yung PDF lang din nila is just the same. Okay, so walang ganong property. So dapat mapakita mo pa rin, okay, nag-add yung parameter ko, nag-add yung ganito, tapos nagkaroon ng variable something. Okay, so yan yung explanation niya. So hoping na nag-gets mo. At the same time, yan naman talaga yung ating sum ng two independent uniform random variables. So kunyari may tanong ako, so let x and y are two independent random variables. So alam mo na agad yung PDF natin. So sa PDF ng two independent uniform random variable, eto na yun. Fixed na PDF yan. Hindi yan magbabago. Okay, kumbaga gagamitin ko na lang yan whenever gusto kong kumuha ng values. Okay, so clear sana tayo dyan. So now, what if meron tayong sum of two normal random variables? So we have the proposition here. So if x sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n are independent random variables. So again, ang dami nung declare Okay, so variables that are normally distributed with the respective parameters mu sub I, then sigma square sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n. Then the summation for I is equal to 1 up to n x sub I is normally distributed with the parameter of summation of mu sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n, and the summation of sigma squared sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n. Okay, so gaya nga sinabi ko sa inyo, isusulat ko na lang or ilalagay ko dito kasi nga magkakaroon tayo dito ng tinatawag na Fourier transform. So hindi ko na siya talaga totally ipapakita kung paano siya na-derive kasi nga ayun nga, lesser napaka-konti pa nung knowledge natin about sa calculus. So kung nakikita mo, isip mo sa dami ng tinuro, hindi pa rin, napakarami. Kahit ako, hindi ko alam talaga totally lahat yung about sa calculus. So now, lagay ko na lang dito, no? So magulat ka lang, sir, paano kaya nangyari yun? So for the PDF, this is f sub x plus y of a. This is just equal sa, this is just c, then e, okay? E raised sa, so e raised sa negative a square all over 2, then 1 plus sigma square. Ayan, a square to, a square. Okay, so lagyan ko ng ganyan. Okay, so yan yung kanyang PDF ng sum of two normal random variable. Actually, two independent normal random variable. So, yung PDF niya is ito. So, imagine mo, paano kaya nangyari yan? So, mahaba-habang explanation or mahaba-habang solution. So, again, ngunit ko naman siya explain. Kailangan lang naman talaga natin sa mga PDF kasi gagamitin natin sila para sa mga process natin. So, for example, pinakuha yung integration, yung probability na ito, tapos alam mo na sum na siya. So, kunin mo na lang yung way natin kung paano tayo mag-integrate sa joint continuous random variable or sa joint discrete random variable. Okay, so that's all in this video. So again, don't mind din kung ano yung mga nangyari. Kung hindi mo talaga totally na-gets kung paano siya dito. Again, yung explanation is something na napaka-broad. Okay, so napaka-lalim, napaka-lawak. So dapat nai-imagine mo yung mga sina-add or inasasam. Pero generally speaking, ang idea ng sum of two independent random variable or discrete random variable is pag in-add ko sa x plus y with parameter blah blah blah, dapat yung parameter nag-add din. So tulad nito, yung parameter ko, nagkaroon ako ng parameter na 2. Kasi nga, i-add ko rin yun. Kasi considering, so yung x plus y, may 2 dapat ako. Okay, so sa mga next, tulad ni Poisson, nila geometric, nila binomial, dapat makikita mo rin na nag-add yung parameter. Okay, so pag nag-add yung parameter, meaning tama yung sum of two independent random variable mo dun or discrete random variable mo. Okay, so that's all in this video. So hoping na expect mo na yung exponential is papakuha ko sa inyo. Yung sum of two independent exponential random variable, yung papakuha ko sa inyo yun. Okay, so again, thank you for watching. Hoping na nag-enjoy ka kahit papaano.